Breaking news! Made you look. Well, there is this new study that is linking diet drinks with, and I don't know about that. And I don't think they do either. So I just saw this on TV today and recorded it.
The new study reveals a possible connection between diet sodas and heart disease.
It's important to note it may not be a direct cause and effect. In other words, the drinks themselves may not be killers. Perhaps the women are drinking diet drinks to balance out other unhealthy habits. But a new study says the women who drink the most may be more likely to develop heart disease. Researchers caution the risk is still low, considering heart disease is very common. And they point out the women who drank more diet drinks were also the most likely to have other risk factors.
A higher proportion of women with a history of diabetes, a higher proportion of women with a history of high blood pressure. They also, on average, consumed higher calories than women in the reference group.
So for scientists who have long said artificially sweetened drinks don't actually help people lose weight, more research is needed. But many agree this latest study on diet drinks is at least food for thought.
It raises a question more than it answers anything yet, and hopefully we'll know the answer to that in the future.
Welcome to the future. It is I. The health industry is very complicated. There's a lot of information. You got these studies, and you got theories, and you got the so-called science, and you got people trying to sell stuff, and it can get kind of tricky. Now, here's a story here where I just could not resist commenting on. They got people even saying that the studies should not be taken too seriously because it is correlation. They simply followed people for 9 years who drank various amounts of diet drinks and noticed the results. Not the results of the drinks, but there's a million factors.
It's important to note it may not be a direct cause and effect. In other words, the drinks themselves may not be killers.
It raises a question more than it answers anything.
So why are you putting out the results of this study? And why is the news talking about it? I've been noticing this problem with the media telling studies for over 20 years. I've been in the health circles for a long time now, and I've come to understand weight loss, weight gain, specifically fat. And the first thing I thought of when I saw this report was that, now let's see, because I know that diet drinks don't cause you to gain fat. It can be a factor, which I'm getting to. So I thought, now let's see, why would the study have turned out this way? I thought pretty quick, 1 second. I thought, well, people are more likely to be drinking diet drinks if they're fat. And when someone's fat, they're usually gaining. And so they drink diet drinks because they want to lose weight. Which doesn't work. See? Come on, everybody. I have a feeling I'm going to be doing this my whole life, like some other people, because people aren't getting it. And the reason they don't work is because they rely on the calories in out myth. By the way, if you want to see more about that, see my video, Calories Don't Make You Fat. I'll post a link. Yeah, they rely on this myth, which says you have to reduce your calories to lose fat. And that's where diet drinks come in. They're almost no calories. And this is why they don't work. So the person's eating a bunch of low-calorie foods, starving themselves. This sends a message to your body that it needs to store more fat for these emergencies. And sure enough, it's going to do that the next time you binge, which is the other half. Starve and binge is the best way to get fat. And the participants in the study were older people. If they were willing to lose weight the right way, they would have done it when they were younger. How's that? How's that? Thumbs up for that idea. And older people, you know, they've gotten to the point where they're really unhealthy and they're not fit, they're not active anymore. So the weight is coming on. It doesn't matter what you're drinking. Also, someone said in that footage that the people who were gaining the most weight were eating more calories. Now, again, that's not really the reason. It's not calories. And for most people, more calories equals more junk. The junk leads to other problems, and they all mix to create the fat problem. So I'm going to quickly sum up my advice. You got to carve up, eat as much as you want. Get your fructose from fruit. Use the energy to exercise. If you don't have the energy, exercise anyway, then you'll be able to eat more calories so you can exercise. Calories make you thin, by the way. You just have to get into a cycle, a positive cycle. One that's the opposite of what you've been doing. Watch my other videos on fat loss and watch this one again. Give the videos a thumbs up, and you're going to want to watch future videos. I have another video coming out in a couple days about fats in the diet. So you're going to want to see that in future videos. So you're going to want to subscribe, and after a while you'll be able to see how a thin person rolls. Then you'll start to understand it, you'll get it in your head, and before you know it, you'll be living life, the good life.
I know the shouting voices trying to throw me off my course. Fools and thieves are well disguised in the temple and marketplace. Like a stone in the river against the floods of spring.